All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another week in Hawkeye Pro Wrestling. We are in week 4, August 2020, which means we are 4 weeks away from Anniversary 5 weekend. Big weekend. We'll have Infamous 50 on that Friday night. We'll have Anniversary 5 on that Saturday night. Everything's pretty much settled as far as everything that's going to happen there. But at least here, we still have a few stories to tell. But we do have some matches, a good chunk of the matches actually, already booked. First off, the Hawkeye Pro Women's Tag Team Championship match. The championships will be on the line. Sadistic Tales defending against Io Shirai and Mayu Iwatani of Thunder Rock. We also determined that there is the challenge to the throne. The King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura, putting sort of his pride on the line against Hiromu Takahashi. And then we will have the Hawkeye Pro Television Championship on the line. Taylor Mulligan defending against Juice Robinson, who was, I believe it was last week, he was successful, if I remember right. Yeah, Robinson was successful against Naruki Doi in last week's program to earn himself a television championship match. Although we will also have Prisoners of War 2. The losing commissioner is fired. Brother Ray, Paul Levesque have not been able to coexist amongst one another, and it has been determined the 8 participants in the Prisoners of War 2, of course, Tama Tonga, Brother Ray, Robert Roode, Samoa Joe for the cleanup crew, and of course the Time Splitters, Alex Shelley, Kushida, Shane Hollister, and Alex Reynolds for Team Levesque. And then 2 main titles. World Women's Championship on the line. Dash Chisako defending against Kairi Hojo. It's been quite the journey for Kairi to get her fair championship match, but of course everyone will be barred from ringside to ensure that Dash Chisako must beat Kairi in order to defend her title. And then the main event, Akira Tozawa defending the World Heavyweight Championship against none other than Katsuyori Shibata. Tozawa successful just under 2 weeks ago, getting the belt away from Kushida. Shibata successfully defending his shot after winning the Grand Prix. So these two meet in Madison Square Garden. And moving on over here, as we're pretty much ready to go. I just got to get to Monday. Let me see here. Yeah, a lot of people not quite showing up on here. I think I got things dealt with as far as pictures and stuff. That was an issue, of course, as well. I'm probably not gonna Baron Corbin just being named Corbin's probably not gonna be what I name him, but I don't know what I'm gonna name him right now. But I do have an idea for him and a couple other guys, so I'm excited for that. Of course, I probably won't be doing anything because I think I've mentioned it before. I don't know if I've officially mentioned it in a TEW video. But my plan is that Anniversary 5 will be the last event booked for this series. Of course, I'll probably end up saving this, and then anyone afterwards can take this and book it however they feel. I'll give the save, I'll pack up the save file and let people download it. Ooh, fractured coccyx for Rey Mysterio, Jesus. But yeah, as far as my own my own booking of this goes, I think Anniversary 5 is a great stopping point. I think that's... I don't think that's pretty much it. Thoughts on Ace Tessa Blanchard. I was kind of surprised. I guess I wasn't completely surprised, but the thing with La Rosa Negra was a bit surprising. Everything else was just sort of the thing with La Rosa Negra was something that was like, oh, Oh, that's no. Don't defend yourself if that's something you did. Everything else was just like par for the course for what I kind of have heard about Tessa Blanchard. So like the idea that she was like shitty to people wasn't surprising, because it's like I think that's been a thing for a few years now. She's been kind of a piece of shit to people. WWE call up Mojo Rawley. What, Mojo Rawley was sitting in NXT? Maybe they should send him back. Alright, Baron Corbin was the King. Alright, so we got a couple people who have joined us. I am not ready for you, though. So you're going to go work down there. You're going to go work down in Ignition. And I'm not really going to use you for much of anything at this point. You're just kind of there to get some extra time in there. Have challenge and defeat. Yeah, oh my god. Let's see. On Wednesday, anything? Nakanishi's in the New Japan Hall of Fame. Nothing else? Nothing else? Alright. I'm excited to see what TEW 2020 brings. You know, I hear a bunch about like, oh, people who are why is it always Puerto Rico? I hear a bunch about, you know, people who there we go. People who've been like play testing it said, oh, they can't play 2016 anymore. I'm just glad they're actually fixing how you can do some small promotions. All right, what happened? Kofi and Tozawa. Uh-oh. Oh, they create a fun atmosphere when he pulled a classic rib on Akira Tozawa that had everyone laughing. I think that's... yeah, I'm just trying to see. There's a lot of people with tension between them. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of the women. It's mostly because of... man, there's still so many people with tension with Madison Eagles because of fucking Evie. Jesus Christ. Why do Reika and Hiromu don't like each other? The hell happened there? I'm just trying to see here. Like, I guess I haven't really looked at this. I feel like there's some new relationship stuff. Like, Reynolds and Angle haven't liked each other. Ashley Flair and Arisa Nakajima, I think, is a new one. Brother Ray and Alex Reynolds, I feel like that's somewhat... I don't know how new it is, but I don't remember them having tension. Yeah, Gargano, Candice, Shibata, Tana, Shibata, Nakamura, Kushida, Ladybeard don't like each other. That's been... yeah. And Madison Eagle stuff. Yeah, Reika and Hiromu not getting along feels odd. That's a new one. I don't know. That just sort of is interesting to see. Where are we gonna go? Where'd we go last time? I don't know. Let me see. Hawaii. There's July, June. Mid-Atlantic is probably a good idea. Southeast. The Southeast wouldn't be too bad. Alright, we could do like Mid-Atlantic and then Southeast next week. Alright, so they're expecting 13,000 people. Whoops, not that much. Let's do 12 to 20,000, something like that. Maryland. Let's see here. Williams Arena, North Carolina. 15, 12. 12. I'm trying to think here. Norfolk Scope. Norfolk Scope wouldn't be too bad. I'm actually surprised that Norfolk Scope doesn't have a bigger reputation. I thought that it at least has played home to enough interesting moments that at least have some sort of reputation. I think it used to be a pretty big running around for NWA and WCW. At least that's what I remember. All right. So we've got Adrenaline in front of us. Let me see here. So we have Adam Cole, who already has a spot in the Opportunity Trophy ladder match. We need to establish another person in it. Who should that person be today? I'm just looking through the names and see who would be interesting. Okay. Father Kingston. And... I try to give him someone decent. Let's see. It'd be decent for him to face. Gargano? Let's see. He's upper mid. So let's take them out. I am thinking Gargano. Kingston Gargano might be pretty good. I'm actually surprised Matt Cage is still a mid-carder. Drop him in right there. I'm looking through the rest of the roster and nothing really pops out at me as someone he should beat. Unless we did like Davey. Is Eddie a lower? Eddie's a lower mid. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. I think they faced each other a couple times before. Alright, just the one Grand Prix match. That was a 79. Alright. So I won't put too much stock into it. There you go. Whoops. Happy match. Oh my goodness. Is every 2000s punk song either a Blink-182 or Green Day ripoff? Probably. Well, the good news is I think that's the last of the Student Rick song, so. There you go. All right, Kingston. Open match. Decisive win. Do they have psychology? 80. 78. We'll make this a storytelling match. I think they could do it. I won't have them call it in the ring specifically, but just pretty quick and easy. All right. Oh, what else do we want to do here? Let me take a look at the history, see what we did last week. Monster Max title party. Okay, Naito doesn't like what Jericho and Roma have been doing. Los Gobernables. Omega has business with Naito, so I wonder. Let me see here. When was the last time either Omega or Naito had a match? I guess that'd be interesting to see. When was the last match you had? 2 weeks ago. Oh, Infamous is when he had his last match against Shibata. And Naito, I think, also had a match on Infamous, right? No. In fact, the last time he beat Ishimori 3 weeks ago. So actually, I think I'll put Omega out there. The hell? They're like stomping above. I'm not even like yelling. So I'd have to believe it's not me. It might just be odd. Let's see. Someone that would be maybe not like fodder, but you know what that stomping might have been? It might have been people knocking snow off, because snow, God, we've had a lot of snow. Forgot I have Rick O'Shea. I still haven't really done much with him at all. Ooh. Oh, should I do something with Anderson? Because I have an idea with Anderson. I just haven't done really too much with him yet. Fuck. I could. I'm just trying to look and see. Anderson. Yeah, you know what? We'll do Anderson. Let's see what an Omega Anderson. That's the first time these guys have faced. And Omega. You know, I feel like if I introduce a new wrinkle in Anderson's character, it might probably shouldn't be in a losing effort to someone like Omega. I don't know. This might not be a good idea. Because I have an interesting idea, but also immediately having him job out to, well, you know what? Here, we'll do a decisive flash pinfall. Man, I feel like there's better people for this job. It'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. How much time did I put on for that? Yeah, no, that needs to be like, that could be like 10 minutes. They could just go all out. We're doing TV match right there. All right. Oh God, we never did do. Let me see here. Did we have our pre-booking? Where's our pre-booking? All right, we don't have much of our pre-booking here, but I do remember now. We do have our official. Yeah, that's right. We do have our official tag title match. Now that Eddie Edwards is back, he's no longer hurt. They do get their title match. That is our. I think that's going to be our main. There we go. Oh God, how long should this be? Actually, it really comes down to Joe and Rude. How long this should be. 73 stamina. Okay, that means he can go 20 minutes. Psychology on Richards and Edwards. Maybe not so much Edwards, but Richards especially is more than I thought I'd be. All right. World. Oh my God, where is it? Women's Tag Television. Wait, World Women's. Wait, am I? Okay. I thought I was going crazy. I'm like, where's the tag titles? All right. Mick Foley, the ref here. And I guess we'll give it to Eddie. So we'll do Eddie. And then open match, slow build it, and just God, I don't want to do a tainted win because it really cheapens it, but fuck it. There's definitely going to be... It's definitely going to be cheapened by the fact that Alex Shelley, Kushida... There we go. So, Cleanup Crew dropped the titles. He's unhappy at the booking. Who cares? So they dropped the titles, and of course, to help kind of keep the Prisoners of War storyline going along, it gets interfered with. We also get another person for Father Kingston for the Opportunity Trophy ladder match. And we have Kenny Omega in sort of an opener to help with the Naito thing. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to do. There's, of course, another match I want to do. But what it should be. Alright. Let's look at that. Nick Jackson doing that. Okay, I'm just trying to look. So I should probably do either something with Hiromu. Oh god, there's a whole mishmash of things that I could do right here. What if I did? Oh, this is gonna be a goofy tag match, I think. What if I did Hiromu Takahashi? Should I put? I don't feel good about that. If I do a tag match, even like a month out, with possible opponents. Fuck, I think it'll be fine. I feel like in real life this wouldn't work out well. There'd be a lot of people going, hey, you're giving away matches with people all of a sudden this quickly, blah, blah, blah. I feel like in real life this wouldn't go over super well. I don't know why I want the ampersand, but... you know what? I bet you I could go, 13? They can go all out for that. Oh boy, who should be the winner? I'm thinking Nakamura. Nakamura got a loss. Got a pretty, not a big loss, but yeah, he should probably get a win back. Should he pin him? Pinning Hiromu is not a good idea. I guess Nick Jackson. Nick Jackson might need to be put down just a slight peg anyway, too, because he's been kind of unstoppable, and we don't want to have him like go Super Saiyan on everybody. So cool him off just a little bit, not too much. Let's see here. The match to be open. They can go all out in the decisive win. I think that's good. And put that, I guess, there. In between. Actually, we'll throw that there. So we'll separate out the tag team and singles matches. All right, now we can build the rest of the show. 60 minutes. All right, Omega, Carl Anderson. All right. So we want Shawn Spears to be coming out. Carl Anderson. Let's see. Spears out to bring new clients to Adrenaline. Branches out with Carl Anderson. So I think this is one of the first times we're seeing Carl Anderson since the big, since sort of the big split up of the Justice Legion. So now, here we go. Should Anderson? I guess he can. I guess he could talk just a bit too. Bigger success there. I can't remember how many. I can't remember if he's had a lot of. I don't think he's had a match since that. No, he did do. All right, he did do Jericho. He lost to Jericho, but since then, oh, that was just the. That's all right. All right, let's see. So we get Kenny Omega, Tetsuya Naito, Carl Anderson. All right. Omega calls out Naito. Naito out to. Let's see here. Calls out Naito for match. For no, here we go. Business. Naito out. But before responding, Anderson gun stuns Omega. 4 minutes. There you go. Selling. He's just coming out. He's just standing out there to look pretty. There we go. Minor defeat. Minor success. He's just doing that. All right. There we go. I guess I should have seen. I imagine Anderson's thing is the gun stun, right? I don't think I've changed it to anything else. Anderson's spine buster. Gun stun. No. Especially considering we changed Tama Tonga's finisher, so no one's really doing the gun stun right now anyway, so it all works out. All right. Hiromu and Nick Jackson, Nakamura and Matt Jackson. There's a lot to try to decompress there. Hiromu, Nick Jackson. Hiromu out to thank Knock for match at Anniversary 5. Nick Jackson pays no mind and plans on I'm trying to find a good way to word this. Remove his brother. Plans on I'll just put it like that. Good enough. So at least it teases that they're already not on the same page with one another. So it makes it easier when one of them gets their ass kicked and loses. Here we go. Nakamura and Matt Jackson. Should they do much of anything right now? I'm trying to think if I want to do. I want to do something after the actual match. What should it be though? And which thing do I need to? Which do I need to actually press forward? Oh, you know what? We haven't officially made the match, so all right. Matt is distraught, but informs his hurt brother they will face off at Infamous 50. Let's see. Jobs on the line. There you go. Well, actually, that's it. There's an official term for it. Loser leaves town. There. Loser leaves Hawkeye Pro. Wants to be rid of him? Well, now he gets to be rid of him. And is selling. We'll do minor successes on both because we're building up that match. There we go. I don't think it's going to turn out too well. Matt Jackson in this game is not a mic guy. Nah. I'll give him his best opportunity though and give him microphone. Microphone. I think Nick Jackson's selling is also. Oh no, it's top notch. Never mind. It'll be fine. All right. Father Kingston, Johnny Gargano. All right. Father Kingston, Sammy. Let's see. Kingston out for a sermon with Sammy. Has God's blessing on him and the Wolves tonight in their match. There we go. I guess we can. Davey won't be out there. Eddie won't be out there, but it'll give them a bit of a rub because they're busy preparing. Sammy, I wonder if I should just use Sammy standing out there using his pot. Oh my God. We should just do that. Even if Father Kingston's like entertainment aspect is going to be boosted by Sammy just being out there. Like, listen. Just go out there and be pretty. That's all we need. We don't need you to say anything. In fact, I don't think he actually. I didn't see what's his skill set look like. Oh, Jesus Christ! Has his charisma always been that high? No, his charisma's been going up huge in the last and his mic skills. Jesus, he went from really good charisma and kind of mediocre microphone skills to halfway decent microphone skills, but amazing charisma. Fucking 98 I'd never. Jesus. Is there anyone else that has ridiculous amounts of charisma? I'm looking for excellent. See, now that I'm thinking about it, who else is this high up? Adam Cole, of course. Tozawa. Tozawa's an 88. Reynolds, Brother Ray, Jericho, Tanahashi, James Mitchell's. I guess that's all right. He is a manager. Jess? 95. Holy fuck. Has that been going up too? I don't remember it being that big. Yeah, she's been going up insanely in the last year too. What the fuck is in the water in our goddamn Vivek, Sammy, Michaels, Nakamura? Everyone else is pretty par for the course, except maybe Alex Reynolds is also another one. His 90 charisma. He's been like that for a little bit. Okay. It's weird how he gained a little bit and then lost a little bit with microphone skills and then gained it back. Interesting. All right. I wonder if we can mold that into the I wonder if we can mold the Kingston match into the Wolves match. Sort of mesh them together as like a big thing here. So let's see. Kingston is going to celebrate. Cleanup crew out, and let's see here. Beat them down before their title match. Let's see here. Seems they Samoa Joe and Robert Roode. Alright, so selling all the way around. We'll do like 5 minutes. Minor defeats and minor successes. Low injury risks there. Dude, nothing will kill me more than if somehow we end up losing somebody to an injury. Oh God, I really shouldn't have said anything because now it's totally gonna happen. I'm gonna end up like losing my main event to like a torn rotator cuff or a broken leg. It's like keep Tozawa and Shibata out of everything. We gotta have our main event. Okay, so I think you know what we could kill a little bit of time here. Let's see, Brother Ray, Tama Tonga, Robert Roode, Samoa Joe. So Ray and Tama join Cleanup Crew in ring. And how they plan on, well, let's see. Because I'm sure they would have something to say about Kushida joining. You know what? Say Kushida signed death warrant by locking himself in with them at we'll just leave it like that. 6 minutes. There we go. Yeah, you guys just be there. Just exist. There we go. And I think the American Wolves are just going to come out and then they're going to win and then there you go. So, let's see. Wolves are all out and celebrate. Is Ray and Tama are besides themselves at Time Splitters getting involved. So, say 4 minutes on that, and then Davey, Eddie, Samoa Joe, Robert Roode, oh my goodness, Brother Ray. It's very late for me. I did take a nap though, so I'm happy at the very least I could still be up. I didn't mean to even take as long of a nap as I did. It was like 3 hours, I think. I was just tired when I got home, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna sleep. Next thing I know, it's like 9:30. Like, Jesus. All right. We'll let them sell their match, but in the terms of it, they are winners, so big success there. Joe and Rude are also going to sell because they, kind of got hoodwinked. And then Brother Ray and Tama Tonga are going to do their entertainment. And they're neutral because nothing really happened to them other than being mad. And let me see here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I want to say there might be one last thing. I'm trying to, I in my head, see, I'm trying to make this not too amazingly boring. But in my head, I have an idea of what I want to do. I just need to figure out how to put it on here. I'll think about it. I'll think about if that should be the very last angle then. We need to do something with Tozawa and Shibata. We need to further that main event title storyline. And the way we did it last time was the reclaiming of Pride of Japan, putting over Shibata's Tozawa's Kryptonite, brings up the history. I think that was about it. It was just that first bit. So I think we should have Akira Tozawa, Naruki Doi, Sho, and Yo. Monster Max is back in Japan, training as Doi helps Tozawa prepare for Shibata. Uh, 5 minutes. I'd like to think that it would be, in real life, the idea of racist Akira Tozawa and Naruki Doi with Sho and Yo as... can I put Sho and Yo cannon fodder? By having R3K as fodder. So it's just Tozawa beating the shit out of Roppongi 3K to get him ready for Shibata. I guess that means they should be selling. Should it be neutral? I guess a minor defeat. It's fine. And that'll go somewhere up here. Yeah, we'll go a little bit further towards the end, I'd say. No, actually, that's towards the... Yeah, it needs to be probably right there. All right, so we can get that taken care of. Do I want to do anything? All right, I'll look and see if I'm going to add more stuff. Oh God, see, I keep thinking like what I'm going to do here. Oh God, I keep forgetting I still have to deal with some of the other stuff, not just on Anniversary. There's so much. There's so much. God, I don't think we did anything with Devitt last week. What did we do with... Did we do anything with Devitt last week? Oh my God, did I even... Okay, yes I did. Devitt with Cole. And so it goes Mike Jones. Okay. So... Adam Cole, Prince Devitt, let's see. Devitt has a press conference announcing his acceptance of Dunn's fight, and another will be next. Another next week. So, if I remember that I want to do a press conference for a signing between Devitt and Dunn, that'll be helpful. Knowing me, I'm going to forget. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Dude, yeah, Pete Dunne. Not rated on much of anything, but he gets a little bit of a rub off of it. That'll go up towards the beginning here. Alright, what else? What else? I think we've done most of what we need to do. Sorry, I'm still looking at I'm just looking at other things to see what I want to do. Alright. I know there's probably a Juice Robinson thing I want to do. So minor defeat. Maybe defeat. Juice is found backstage. Beaten up and bloody. And bloodied. EMTs rush to care for him. And let's see. 4 minutes, I guess. 4 minutes in. That'll be the closing segment. So trying to see if there's anything else. And Monty uses TEW to play his booking with ROH. That'd be interesting. Also, I remember hearing that apparently Marty's not actually the head booker. That was like refuted, I think today. There's like, oh, he's on the booking committee, but he's not the head booker. It's like, yeah, people were kind of positive about the idea of the change to that. Maybe you should just make him head booker. Let's see. I'm just looking at something. Speaking of Marty Scurll, I wonder how well he's doing. I need to look and see if he's been fired from TNA yet in this save. Considering the amount of times he showed up wasted on drugs. ROH should change something. I think that was one of the things I was like fairly positive about when it came to Marty being considered head booker for Ring of Honor. That idea, because it's like, you know what? They need something different. It'd be nice. 120 minutes. I got 5 minutes to do something. Oh, you know what? I still need to do. Let's see. Chris Jericho. Jericho vignette. Let's see. About his Accomplishments. And Tunnel will lose at anniversary. 5 minutes. I'm thinking this vignette is something along the lines of what he did for Cody leading up to Full Gear. That's in my head. That's what I'm thinking. Oh God. I'll put it up here then. There we go. All right. I think that's good. I think we've managed what I want to manage. So, all right, let's run the show. Here we go. Sold out Norfolk Scope in Norfolk, Virginia. Starting off, Sean Spears. I don't think we've ever seen him on Adrenaline. It's been a couple weeks since we've seen Carl Anderson. Of course, he seems to have lost his way after the Justice Legion had broken up, but now he has shown back up, and I guess is the newest client for Sean Spears, as Spears appears to be branching out away from just the women and away from Breakout, and is now moving on to the men, with his first client being the Machine Gun. The itch is back. You should try to hold off that itch for like 3 months until April when TEW 2020 comes out. Unless you just feel like playing it that quickly again. But then we get Kenny Omega versus Carl Anderson. They have great chemistry. All right. Yeah. Carl Anderson got an 81. Omega with a 95. Man. How that only... Oh, yeah. I guess it was a 10-minute... It was a TV match, so... That makes sense. Anderson did what he could to put away the former world champion. However, Omega was just a little too slick and got him with a quick roll-up and gets the pin. So I hate the fact that I don't think it buries Anderson's character, but it weakens it a little bit. He's still not quite where he should be after the breakup. Super psyched for T. Yeah, dude, I'm excited too. I don't it's one of those things where it's like I don't know if I want to wait until anniversary to like explode and talk about like what I want to do for 2020, or if I just wait. Like I just wanted to wait until I'm actually done with this before I'm like, oh my God, I got this plan and this plan and this plan. Not to mention there's still like a couple of ideas floating in my head that I don't know if I'm gonna do it. What are the new features anyway? Oh, fuck. It's a lot. I'll do in between the shows, I'll try to run down the ideas if it's not put into the chat by that point. Kenny Omega post-match calls out Tetsuya Naito for his unfinished business. He says he wants to take care of that with Naito. They've been kind of at odds with one another for the last year, on and off. Naito comes out, but before he can respond, Anderson coming up from behind Omega lands a gun stun on him and leaves Omega lying in the ring. So Anderson sort of gets the last word in there, and Naito just kind of shrugs his shoulders and can't really do anything at this point. We get Prince Devitt, who is called an official press conference. He's in his sharpest suit, along with Adam Cole, as they have the press conference announcing his acceptance of Pete Dunne's fight, and that they have scheduled it. And I believe this is the first. Official. Yeah, this is the first. Oh God, it says it's dormant. Not so much. Should be not dormant. I don't know why it is like that, but that's all right. We'll activate it here soon enough. But on Friday, week 4, the night before Anniversary 5. Oh God, did I make it? I'm trying to remember what I did for this. What did I do? It wasn't an octagon match. Oh, God. I forget how I did this. Or if I just did a normal match. I think I just did a normal match. I want to say that's kind of how I did it. I think I'm just going to do it that way anyway. Yeah. I don't see anything that would have been something that I made as far as that's concerned, which is fine. Post a link? Yeah, sure. I don't care. So there we go. Prince Devitt and Pete Dunne. MMA Hybrid Rules. It's been a little while since we've had that match. I can't remember the last time. I think it might have been way back in like March or something was the last time we had a Hybrid Rules match. Might have been April. Something like that. But either way, Prince Devitt versus Pete Dunne. MMA Hybrid Rules at Infamous 50. I believe it's going to be the main event. I think it's probably worthy of that. What does it say? No, I won't look and see how big they are popularity-wise right away. But either way, he announces his acceptance of the fight. It has been scheduled for Friday, week 4 next month, the night before Anniversary 5, also the date of Infamous 50. So this match will happen at Infamous 50. And next week there will be another press conference, this time between Pete Dunne and Prince Devitt, to sign the contract for the fight. We get a vignette produced by Chris Jericho, talking about how amazing he is and the level of accomplishments that he has had, and then just sort of how badly Hiroshi Tanahashi will lose at Anniversary and how it might be the worst career decision that Hiroshi Tanahashi has made to step into the ring with Chris Jericho at Anniversary 5. And then we get... You know what I just realized? Wow. This is my dumbass. It didn't hit me until literally just now that I'm actually putting together Bomb for Your Buck. I didn't even think about the fact that I gave him this match. Wow. I should have made a bigger deal out of this. Well, it's the return of Bomb for Your Buck. It's been, what, a year? Two? No, I don't think 2 years. Might be 2 years. Might have been close to 2 years since we've had them. I can't remember if Matt Jackson was... I want to say Matt Jackson was just his last year. So I think it's been about a year. I can't remember. I'd have to look. But either way, Hiromu comes out. And he comes out to thank Nakamura for the match at Anniversary 5 as he looks forward to taking his place as the new King of Strong Style. Nick Jackson pays no mind to him as he's got his own issues. And he plans on removing his brother. He plans on removing him from his life and from the company that he works for. So, Bomb for Your Butt gets a bit of a reunion here, but it's a bit short-lived as they all have they each have their own issues dealing with here, as they get a losing effort to Nakamura and Matt Jackson, as Nick Jackson ends up getting hit with the Bomaye and pin. Matt Jackson, the weak link. Oh, yeah. Hiromu 96, Nakamura 91, Nick Jackson 88. Jesus. Did his best, but it was a good match, I'd say, for the 13 minutes it was there. This was a go all out. So, a short-lived Bomb for Your Buck reunion ends up with Nick Jackson getting Bomayed and pinned, and Nakamura and Matt Jackson come away with the victory. Wow. I can't believe I somehow accidentally booked that and then just didn't really make anything of it. How WWE of me. It reminds me of that one time where they did like a Edge and Christian reunion in like 2005, 2006. I can't remember when it was. Might have been 2009. But it was somewhere. It was sometime in the late 2000s. They did like an Edge and Christian reunion for a match, and like they just kind of put it on the pay no mind list on Raw. The pick pack I'm using. Yeah, this actually is my own. It's actually my own background. So anything with this background in it is like something that I cut myself because I really didn't like how some of the pictures were in this game. Not to mention I like to keep updating pictures. So yeah, this isn't so much a pick pack that someone else made. It's a pick pack that I used and then I just made my own for the people in my promotion. So Matt is a bit distraught about this, but informs Nick that he had talked to Brother Ray and Paul Levesque, and as Nick is sort of recovering from the Beaumaye, he informs him that at Infamous 50 they will get a chance to face off. Nick will have a chance to get rid of him if he truly wants to. I think they actually have it, right? Yeah, here you go. They actually have that match. Loser leaves town. So Nick Jackson, there it was. Nick Jackson versus Matt Jackson. Loser leaves Hawkeye Pro. There you go. Whoops. Yeah, that's all right. Who's losing that one? You'll have to find out. Still a few weeks away from that. All right, I think we're good there. All right, Monster Max. They're back in Japan as Akira Tozawa is training now for Katsuyori Shibata after kind of having his celebration cut short by Shibata and Angle last week, and understanding sort of what he's up against with the battles that himself and Shibata have been between each other. He decides to get some training in, try out some new things, and Doi has Sho and Yo become cannon fodder for Tozawa, while Tozawa practices some new moves and practices whatever he can to prepare himself for his World Heavyweight Championship defense at Anniversary. All right, Father Kingston comes out. It is time for a sermon because he has a few things to say, and says that he has God's blessing on him tonight in his Opportunity Trophy ladder match qualifier, as well as the Wolves tonight, as they weren't able to get their tag title match at the last Infamous a couple of weeks ago, but tonight they're able to get their tag team match, or the tag team title match, because Eddie Edwards has finally returned. So tonight they get their match, and of course Kingston says that God's blessing is upon the Wolves tonight as well. And Sammy stands there awkwardly. Then we get Father Kingston versus Johnny Gargano in a Opportunity Trophy qualifier. Takes about 13 minutes, hits the SOS on Gargano, and Father Kingston becomes officially the second man qualified for the Opportunity Trophy ladder match. He now joins Adam Cole as two of the 6 men who will be fighting in that match. And as they celebrate, Samoa Joe and Robert Roode come down with their tag titles. Their music hits. Kingston and Sammy are a bit confused by it. But they just sort of slide into the ring and then just start beating the hell out of Kingston and Sammy and tossing them out of the ring. And the music hits and Brother Ray and Tama Tonga come out. And so as Kingston and Sammy are sort of reeling from their attack, Ray and Tama coming out to join them and talk about last week with Kushida being the last official member for Team Levesque to secure the men who are going to be in the Prisoners of War match. And Brother Ray says that Kushida signed his death warrant by locking himself in with those 4 inside Prisoners of War. He could have just gone away after losing his title, but instead he wants his pride on the line and wants to get a measure of revenge. Brother Ray saying that is the biggest mistake they could make, as of course Brother Ray not planning on being fired at Anniversary 5, planning on removing Paul Levesque. But this does lead us to the main event Tag Team Championship match. Titles are on the line. Superb wrestling, decent reaction. We get a couple of distractions by the Time Splitters, Kushida and Alex Shelley coming out after towards the end of the match there. Ends up distracting Cleanup Crew just enough to get a handful of tights by Eddie Edwards, as Edwards rolls up Samoa Joe and gets the win, and the American Wolves win the Hawkeye Pro Tag Team Championships for a second time, as they were successful in their it took them a couple of weeks, and of course Eddie being injured and all didn't help out, but you know what, they got their title match, and there you go, we have new tag team champions. And of course the Cleanup Crew are besides themselves as the Wolves roll out, because they can see what's going to happen if they stick in the ring there. Brother Ray and Tama Tonga also very unhappy about that, sliding to the ring, looked like they were going to beat him up, but the congregation end up celebrating up the ramp as Wolves celebrate with the tag titles, and Ray and Tama Tonga are not happy that Kushida and Alex Shelley have interfered in this match. And then at the very end, Juice Robinson is we cut to the back just before credits rolled, and Juice Robinson has been found backstage. He is down on the ground. Seems to be a small bit of blood, small pool of blood around his head, as he seems to have been brutally attacked backstage, and we don't know exactly what happened there. We can only imagine, based off of the attack that he suffered from Taylor Mulligan last week, at the end of last week's show, that perhaps Mulligan went just a little bit farther in beating up Juice this time. Well, either way, Mulligan was nowhere to be found, and Juice is taken care of by EMTs and put into an ambulance, and that is the end of the show. Eddie Edwards slightly overused. Carl Anderson used far too much because he's a lower mid-card guy. That's all right. 88 is still quite good. I think that still does quite well. Somehow managed to pull together, I think, a half-decent show. And we still have Breakout to do. Yep. I was trying to get some moisture in my mouth. 25.25 TV rating, or 18 million viewers. We almost hit 19 million at this point. Oh, we did hit 19 million last week, so we're getting there. You know, I don't think I've checked the popularity in a while. Where's oh my god, where the hell is it at? Oh my god, I don't even remember where the hell it's at. Size, that's what I'm looking for. Size. That's important, popularity wise. It's ridiculous how much bigger we've gotten. Even just in the last, look at just the last year. God damn. I feel like we've been at a pretty decent size the last year, but I guess not. We've only just hit our stride in the last while. Oh my god. I didn't even realize we were that far back in Canada just last month. Holy Christ. You know, it's one of those things that when you look at it, it's like, actually, we've grown so fast in the last year. Jesus, we were not much of anything in England. Now we're huge. Japan's the same way. Japan's been the most fun because, what was it? Last year, what did we do when we did our first set of shows in Japan? That was way back when. We only got 1,300 and 1,200 people for Karakuen Hall. 13 and 12, which is still pretty good. You could still fill that. You can still fill that place out with 13 and 1,200 people. You could still make it look real good. But yeah, comparing that to Tokyo Vendetta, where we actually sold out Sumo Hall twice, that was pretty good. The difference that a year has made so far on our size. Europe has been pretty good too. Australia's getting there. All right. Where's he? Is he officially with us? Yeah, he's got timer made. Okay. So we don't need him right away either. So he's just going to go work down there. There we go. Just get some people out of the way so we have that dealt with. It's amazing that we're third, for God's sake. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. We were looking at getting Sting, but then they just they just offered Sting too much money. All right. Breakout time. Hey, at least they give us something better this time. All right, Brother Ray, microphone. It's either microphone or psychology. There we go, and then Chris Hero. I love how this always happens before the women's show. Your psychology. All right. All this psychology for Portia Perez ain't gonna mean anything because she's retired in the ring. Teach her some microphone work. I guess Chris Hero is probably not best known for mic work, so it makes sense. What is? How much is it? 15,000. All right, fuck it. Why not? He has a good reputation. I feel like Carolina Coliseum would be better. I'm trying to think. If there's something that I feel like I'd rather sell out than. There you go. I want to sell a building out. I don't want to kind of get close. I want to do it. I want no vacancy. All right. Jesus, what did we do last week? Is there anything I need to? What do I need to do? It's okay. Nice night altitude. Okay. Like doing? Oh God. I'm trying to look and see what I'm doing with them. Oh my God, I have them on the card, right? Did I somehow not put them on the card? Oh, there they are. Okay. I was like, it has to be on the card somewhere. Okay. All right. Let's do 2v2. Let's do Whoops, not that. Other way. Here we go. Let's do... Oh my god. Why can't I remember things? Okay, Pro have a show at Mania Weekend. That'd be great. I always thought about that originally. Try to do something around where Mania Weekend would be in this game. That'd be fun. You know, I gotta admit to you, David, I still don't know officially if I'm gonna have the time off. There shouldn't be much of a problem because I don't think anyone else is really trying to take the time off, but I won't officially know till like Thursday. So worst case scenario is I just like resell my ticket. That's the worst case scenario. So I'm not trying to plan anything else right now for the next couple days until I know. But yeah, I won't know until like Thursday. Who should they face? Oh, it's fuck. Yeah, I'm sure that you. I'm wondering if you might know someone who'd want a front row seat to Tokyo Joshi Pro and DDT. Should I do Shimmer and Shine? What have I done with them? What'd they do last time? They were at Infamous. Okay. All right, we'll do it. What? Oh. There we go. That's what I meant to do. All right, there we go. All right, Shimmer and Shine versus the Revolution. We haven't seen them, I think, wrestle together in a little bit. Let me see here. Yeah, they were broken up around June, and then they're back together in August. So that breakup lasted all of 2 months. Oh, I suck. I think I broke them up thinking I was going to do something with them individually, and then I ended up not. And then I was like, let's put 2 of them back together. I at least have an idea for Flair away from them, but yeah. Not much else. All right. Knox gets the win. Open match. Did they have enough to tell a story? Woo, 88 psychology. That's good. 77, not so much. 76, really not so much. 82. You know what? I'll do it. Why not? I'd rather do it in a opening match or a mid card match than try to do it in the main event and have it bomb. Match to be open. Becky Knox the victor. Decisive win. There you go. Cool. I think that'll do. It's a very basic match just to reestablish them. Let's see. Circumstance. We got the training. Sadistic Tales coming out. You don't know which other shows your friends at Effie, so maybe his big gay brunch. Barnett's thing could be interesting. Not buying any other tickets. I tried. You know what's interesting? I cannot for the life of me figure out how to get Bloodsport tickets. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to get Bloodsport tickets, but I couldn't find it to save my life. Like, you'd think Googling it would show me where it's at, but it's just like a bunch of stories about Bloodsport. It's like, no, just tickets. I'm thinking if I want to find out about the big gay brunch, I'd probably just go to Effie's Twitter if I was going to go. I could probably just go to his Twitter and he'll have a link for it. Best bet would be Barnett's Twitter. Yeah, I think that's honestly, I should just just go to their social media. I'm sure they'll provide a link very easily. Like, hi, I want to go to your show. Give. Let me see here. Mystic Teams. Should Thunder Rock come out? Yeah, I think it'd be interesting. I think I have a actually. Let me see here. You know what? I think I want to give a match. I don't really care about Barnett versus Moxley. I understand. I don't know if Suzuki's going to be there. I haven't heard whether or not he's going to be there. When was the last time Io Shirai was in a match on TV? Okay. So they had a tag match 3 weeks ago. And then another one a couple weeks before that. She has not had... This woman has not had a one-on-one... has not had a one-on-one TV match on Breakout since January. No, wait. Defeated. No, that's okay. So the 1-1 against Mayu. February. She's had some tag team stuff, but yeah. So let's give her a match. Who should she face on her TV match? Actually, maybe she should face someone in the high spirits contention. Or somebody else. I'm trying to think here. There's a lot of potential names here. Yo, work Tampa Bay's Valentine's Day show going in front of his coming for Kellen. Show be boring. Yeah. Yeah, I guess my aunt knows that I'm planning on being down there, and she just kind of automatically knew that it was for wrestling. I'm like, yeah, but I think it's a little bit different this time because I'm going to go to a couple shows on the weekend, but it's mostly like convention stuff and hanging out. This one's not so much like 4 days of just, I'm going to cram in all this stuff here. It's just going to be probably more relaxing. Who the should she face? Rush, Candace, Dash. I don't think she's big enough. No. Kaho wouldn't be too bad. How big is she? God, I don't want to destroy people. Maki can't be that high up either. No, Maki's even lower. Holy Jesus. There's Reika. Is Reika up there a little bit? No, Reika's up. Kagetsu's up there. And it's Io Shirai and Kagetsu, so they gotta turn out well, right? But also that's heel versus heel. I want a heel face. Fuck. This is a pain in my ass. Sheeta's a face. Sheeta could... And Sheeta's been getting crapped on. Man, Sheeta's been getting crapped on. She just lost last week, too. And then 2 weeks before that. Fuck. Well, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Sheeta would make a good opponent here, I think, but also the fact that she's been losing so goddamn much. I'll slot her in for right now, but I don't know if there's anyone else who can take that spot. Not really. No one else credible, at least. Like, I'm not just going to give away a Kyrie or a Kana match. That's not going to fucking happen. I mean, they're up there with her, but we gotta go to the B faces, the B tier faces, unfortunately, which is Hikaru Shida. That's all right. She can get 21. Oh my god. Oh boy, I've had a fair amount of matches between. Actually, they've only had the one-on-one match, and the last time they had any match against each other was a year ago. So, actually, this is the first time they've had a one-on-one match against each other since the title match last year. Jesus. Okay. Sorry, I was just murmuring to myself, trying to figure out what I was gonna do. Open match, yeah, decisive win. We'll slow build it. There you go. I think that'll work. I wonder if this could do storytelling. 82 psych and 86 psych. Hey, what do you know? Let's make that storytelling. These two don't have to. We don't want them to hurt themselves with trying to tell a story. We'll have these two tell a story. Okay. Let's see here. Matthews, Perez, Matthews, me, Yamashita. Okay, so I think we had something with that. Miyu should probably have a match against somebody. Wonder if it should just be a tag. No. Miyu. Alright, let me see what her matches look like. Kobayashi. Okay. I forget who got involved. I think Davina got involved. I guess it doesn't matter that much. Alright. Miyu and Davina. 12 minutes. That's a longer TV match. Yeah, that's... I forgot that her stats are not fantastic. Her stats are not fantastic either. You know, when TEW 2020 comes out, there's going to be some stats that I'm going to have to deal with when the real world stuff comes out, cuz it's real interesting, because it's like there's two main real world databases, and one of them doesn't have all the people that I want in it, but they have at least pretty accurate stuff, like pretty accurate statistics. The other one has pretty much all the people I want in it, but is kind of trash at statistics and also keeping up with shit. It is kind of interesting being a Joshi fan and then seeing some of the mistakes that is done in there. It's like, I understand you can't watch all of wrestling, but I also feel like if you're gonna have a database with Tokyo Joshi Pro in it, you should probably not have people who are long retired at this point still on the active roster. Uh, 12 minutes. Okay, yeah. So we'll do Miyu. Dude, TEW on any console would be great. Dude, if TEW was on the Switch, though, if I could figure out a way to actually play TEW on the Switch, I'd probably not do much else. The idea of just carrying it with me. Honestly, I still have... it wasn't even so much Maho. I think Maho was... I don't think she was in it. Azusa. Azusa still wasn't retired in the latest one, as in December of 2019. I don't think I've seen the January one, but the December one, yeah, Azusa. Azusa Takagawa was in there as Azusa Takagawa, but she had Azusa Christie's picture and was considered an active wrestler. And then they had Nodoka Tenma with Nodoka Onesan's picture. Miyu to be the victor. Open match. Decisive? Yeah. We'll do something afterwards. We'll do a clean win. We'll do something after. feel like that should probably be further up. All right, one more match to help this out. Circumstance. Let's do. Let's do. I should probably really be looking at. Really be looking at some of the other stuff to work towards. Okay, I could do that. Let's do. Ooh, maybe. Let's borrow from development. Oh, Riho's not here yet, right? Riho's contract has not begun. Riho would be perfect for this, to just get the shit kicked out of her for like 10 minutes. Let's see. Email. Status, active wrestler. I don't think I have any female non-active wrestlers. PS4 to Bluetooth keyboard. Honestly, it was that. What's kind of funny when you mentioned that was I really love my GPD win. I still have my GPD win, and it still works really well. The only downside is that its resolution is too small to fit TEW on it. Part of me wants to try to get a one of the new GPD pockets, like the GPD Pocket 2. The only thing is, it's like $600, and I feel like even if I get it, it's still basically just there's not much need for it. I feel is the main thing. But I'd love to have something pocket-sized like that I could take with me and then play. Who's gonna be fodder here? So we need fodder for Kimberly. That's psychology. I'm not big on. How about Momo? That's not big either. By the way, I also fully enjoy that her popularity is still like bigger in America than it has ever been in Japan, mostly because of the TV time that we did give her like 3 years ago. This is Sarah, Tony Storm. Would Kaylee Ray be? No, Kaylee Ray I think is kayfabe dead in in Hawkeye Pro Legacy. Yeah, we'll just have Momo get killed. It's fine. Is that gonna do something? Okay. Yeah. Princess Kimberly, Momo Watanabe. Bet you this match happened. I remember Kimberly being in Stardom not too long ago, like fairly recently. We'll tell everyone in America she's Momo from Twice. They won't Google it. Oh my god. Let me see here. Yeah, I guess not long. We're gonna. It's not so much a squash. It's kind of a squash, but. Wait. Let me see. How much time we got? Okay. You know what? We'll make her have to work for it a little bit. We'll do an open match. But it's still a you know what? Make it a tainted win. Nothing there in particular. Auto pinfall finish. So she has to use a weapon. So now we've made it from Kimberly's just gonna squash her to Kimberly has to cheat to beat her. I don't know how we got to this point, but I feel like these are, I don't know, like, I don't know if it's completely, Io Shirai Hikaru Shida should be good. Shimmer and Shine vs. Revolution should be okay. The opening two, so the other segments are really going to have to carry this. Interview with Kimberly and Gregory Iron. She seems likable and seems like she's very talented. Could be a big star. I want to say that could happen, but it probably won't because she was in WWE, and even though she does come off as likable, and I mean, I've met Jessica Havoc a few times at shows. She comes off very likable, but she's never really going to get big either. But from what I remember is Kimberly made a bit of an ass out of herself when she was working with WWE, and pissed off some of the girls that she was rooming with. I think she might have a bit of a drinky problem, I think was one of the big things. Okay, so Princess Kimberly and Dalton Castle. There we go. All right, so Pomp and Circumstance coming out, and you know what? We're gonna bring out Kangaroo Cassie and Kangaroo Jess because they are going to be. They're there to be. Yeah. Pomp and Circumstance out with Cassidy and Jess. Wait a second. Like that. Got clean early in 2019. Okay. So she did. So she did address the fact that she did. She had that issue. It was probably getting fired from WWE. Is probably it's probably a sobering moment. Well, that's good. I do hope the best for her. She doesn't seem like a bad person. You know. Just, you know, not without issues. Alan Cassidy and Jess. What should I do here? Degrading them as she is ready for a match tonight. Perfect Impact. I could see it. Okay, here you go. Entertainment. What is their entertainment like? Okay. She's got that. Maybe she'll show back up in Chikara. Lord knows that their talent is dropping like flies right now. Oh boy. There we go. Put them out like that. Are we talking about wrestling on the internet without having administered a purity test? Yeah, you know what? I hate the fact that you just talked about purity tests. And then I'm like, she can go back to Chikara. I guess there's not so much of a need for a purity test with Chikara, though. It's kind of not really much in the gray areas as far as some of the things there. Yeah. Either way, Princess Kimberly getting the win over Momo Watanabe. Yeah, because it was two different people over the course of like 3 or 4 days, wasn't it? It was like one right after another. It was like, Jesus Christ. I think people had mentioned that, like, what's in the water in Chikara? Let's see here. Yeah, I know a couple. I know a couple guys too who started training there. So it's one of those things where it's like, you know, It's just, it does feel a bit weird because it's like, do we need to do something with her right now? Let's see here. Actually, it's just Kimberly, Kangaroo Cassidy. Whoops, Kangaroo Jess. Promisers, Sans Force, Cassidy and Jess into the ring to degrade more. Lights out and let me see here. Lights off and on. Mephisto chases out. All right, there we go. There we go. Do you want beef or idols tonight? What the fuck? I feel like I was missing a couple of. I feel like I missed a couple of things that. The last thing I read is, "Do I want beef or idols tonight?" Like, wait. Okay, so her entertainment, and I get. Would her overness be a thing I should use? Probably not. I guess her entertainment as well. Why not? Cool. Here we go. Neutral there. Success. I guess minor success there because, you know, Vista kind of came in for the save. There we go. There we go. All right. Miu and Davina Rose. I should probably have a bit of an intro angle for it. I gotta say, as far as like weekly stuff here in America is concerned, I don't think I watch. It's really weird because it's like I like wrestling and I buy tickets to wrestling, but I don't watch a lot of it. I think that's why I was so big on TJPW and DDT doing a show, because I have DDT. I literally have not had WWE Universe in a while, or WWE Network in quite a while, but I have DDT Universe. Yeah, I keep up with it through like YouTube or Reddit or something, and then I'll watch DDT Universe. And then any other ways I can watch things. I have Nico Pro, but I still haven't quite figured that out. That's another big issue. Is I know I signed up for the Nico Pro channel, and I also realized I'm not good at this navigating Nico. I tried to do it on my Switch because, you know, on the Japanese eShop you can actually get Nico on your Switch, and that'd be awesome, but I can't for the life of me figure it out. Miu, what should I do with Miu and Davina Rose? Oh my god. Let's see here. I guess Sean Spears would probably come out for Davina Rose. Spears out with Rose. Talks Rose being the next High Spirits champ, and how she plans to go through Crazed Miu. That's alright, we'll just do that. Let's see. Yeah. I think it's the same thing as far as wrestling goes at this point for me. Is it's kind of hard to just pull me away from. It's weird. It's like I got different games on my Switch, so it's like it's hard to pull me away from, just some of my other games. Or literally, it's like, do I want to sit and watch wrestling and, devote my time to finding that out, or do I just want to put on a podcast on one of my monitors and just like zone out and play Minecraft or something? And that's usually what I settle on. Or Portal Nights, or I also got another couple games I'm planning on doing. Holy shit, I'm already almost 2 hours in. I'm still trying to book this shit. There's just so much, like, I keep forgetting sometimes how sidetracked I can get. Yeah, I feel like I need to get a couple more shows. I feel like I need to get a couple more shows for WrestleCon, just so I feel like I'm doing something other than just going to Florida to watch Tokyo Joshi Pro. Let me see here. Entertainment. Should she talk? Can she talk? Probably not talk. Pokemon and Smash Brothers, yeah. I feel like if I'm going to play video games, I should do my Ring Fit Adventure more. I don't spend a lot of time on that. Is it glacial pace and stuff? It really is one of those things where it's like, dude, you're looking for a payoff to like the Naito thing, and you had to wait 2 years for it, and that's okay. But also, it's like, shit, dude. All right. Let's see here. I'm thinking Mick Foley should come out at this point. So Mew, Kavina, Nicole, Kaho. Is that, yeah. Let's see. Foley Outpost match has Matthews and Kaho come out. Makes 4-way title match for Infamous 50. There we go. I guess we'll do like decent success on all 4 of them. There we go. All right, let's see. Drop that there. All right. Brittany Knight, Becky Knox. Knight Knox backstage. Talk about how they couldn't quite stay apart as they once again team up. So just a bit of a backstage thing where they kind of joke about the fact that even though they split up, they just couldn't stay apart. Couldn't quite stay split up as they have a match tonight. Glacial pace. I don't know. You might be more into AEW storytelling of fuck it, let's pull the trigger now. Let's pull the trigger early. There we go. It's kind of a weird monkey's paw of like things that you would wish for. You know, you could either have New Japan style of not sorry, I'm just pouring me something to drink real quick. And then I'll move again. But you could either have New Japan style of moving of not having a payoff for like 2-3 years. You could have AEW style of having a payoff in like a month. Or you could have WWE style of just never having a payoff. Or you can watch Tokyo Joshi Pro, where they just go, story? What story? Idea long-term storytelling would be the 90-day no-compete clauses before a debut. Let's see here. You know, I think Dragon Gate does pretty good on their pacing, maybe. Although Dragon Gate's booking is like it can be all over the place. Yeah, check the calendar of Karako. It's less than a month away. There's a story. We ain't paying off a story at Itabashi Green Hall. The fuck you doing? They'll sell that shit out without a story. They need those Karakuan ticket sales. You know what I want to do? Just to I had this idea of next year trying to go around Wrestle Kingdom time. I don't know how well I'd want to actually go to Wrestle Kingdom, but I'd love the idea of just being in the Tokyo Dome, going to Wrestle Kingdom, and like, you know, pack stuff in a bag, pack like a couple of drinks, and then just pack like 8 trash bags, and then when the show's over, just start handing them out to people like. Gomenasai, gomenasai. Sorry. Baka Gaijins don't know how to clean up after themselves. Instant clout. Being a Western wrestling fan and just showing up with like 8 trash bags. Flip a coin if it lands heads in today's Dragon Gate show story. Yeah, they didn't do a whole lot at the Karakuan Hall show that we were at. But of course they did a major one at the next one. God, how do I want to do that? Okay. I will do... Oh, shit. No, I don't want to modify a segment. I want to do a new one. Sorry. I got real sidetracked by that. Let's see. Dragon Diaz push for our show. Okay. Let's do Brittany Knight, Becky Knox, Leva Bates, Courtney Rush, and Athena. All right. Let's see. Leva Corp sneaks in ring and beats down Revolution. Revolution. Beats down Revolution. Leva cares none for a reunion tour. There we go. About 6 minutes, I'd say, is good enough. There we go. Take a light story beginning and ending in one match thing. Joshi Pro does. Let's see. Minor defeats. Minor defeats. Low injury risks there. Minor successes there. There we go. Okay. I should just try to get this done. All right. There's so much stuff to try to just deal with. I don't know if I'm going to do anything after this. I'll have to think about it. It's already going to be like 2.5 hours. Io Shirai, Hikaru Shida. Okay, so yeah, Paul Heyman's gonna intro her, of course. Heyman intros Io. Says you're welcome. Whoops. Everyone getting Io. To wrestle on TV. Io is Brock Lesnar, but we still use her full time anyway. She still shows up every week, but sometimes you don't get all her matches on TV. There we go. We'll do regular success there. Io has really slid in popularity since, so putting her over is probably a good thing to do. Because I haven't realized just how far in the last, because I cooled her off a little bit, and she has really slid since. Like, we need to build her back up because she can be the top star that we have, pretty much. Just get her right back up there. Kushida. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, should I try? I'm wondering, what do I have for Io? As far as her, does she still have the moonsault? Moonsault press. Should I give her something new? I feel like this is the time where it's like we're going into a big title match. Maybe I should try to. I'll give her the Bella Buster. I'm thinking some sort of new finisher would be the Overdrive 619. Well, no, she does 619s just for no reason. 720 Phoenix DDT. What the fuck? 8-second ride. A massive spear. Abercrombie and Flinch. Now I need to know who does that. Ace Crusher, Achilles Lock. Off Funk It. Oh my god. Bible. Oh god. Air Raid Crash. No one really does Air Raid Crash anymore. Like Sheamus did it, but that's not really. Oh. Oh, this. All right, before I do this, I want to see where I might have her on the card. Because if, all right, so I might just do moonsault press again as a finisher, but I have an Uber finisher. But before I do it, before I potentially kill Hikaru Shida, I want to see if I placed her anywhere in the weekend's festivities. It doesn't look like it. Did I not have a place for her? Shit, I didn't have a place for her. All right. What the fuck is a burning F5? All right, that's gonna be. She's gonna burning hammer someone for an Uber finisher. Let's see here. Paul Heyman, Io Shirai, Mayu Iwatani. Heyman warns this details that this is what they can look forward to. And Io burning hammers Shida. There we go. Selling. Oh, whoops. She's not doing anything. But Hikaru Shida. So Mayu would be out there, but yeah. Medium injury. We're going to do a little bit higher injury risk, but not like super high. We're not going to kill her. But yeah, that's definitely a defeat and a success. Others get a little bit of a rub for it too. Okay. So I think we could take this time. I should do a little bit here. I'm going to do Paul Heyman. Heyman outside Heyman International locker room says we should watch Neo's match tonight. Plan on surprises. There we go. 4 minutes? Yeah, why not? It's just gonna be him. There you go. And we'll throw that somewhere out here. Oh God! Now I got like a something in my throat. Feels like something's caught in my throat. I think it's just dryness. What else am I going to do? What else am I going to do? I think I've hit most of what I want to do. Sort of. Stage on Ray. Okay, I should probably do something about that too. Okay, let me look at my teams. Who should come out and get... Oh, you know what? I know who should get crapped on. That's right. We'll do Arisa Nakajima, Ayako Hamada, Ashley Flair, and Candice LeRae. Reina's out for... Whoops. For a match. Stopped short. Well, let's see. Reina's out for a match. Beat down on entrance by Flair and LeRae until security out to separate. So yeah, they just get the crap kicked out of them by Flair and Candice LeRae until security kind of pushes them back out. So selling, minor defeats there, low injury risks. Selling, minor successes. There you go. And throw that there, I guess. Yeah. Maybe I should. You know what? Yeah. I'm trying to think about where this should go. We'll put it here. Why not? Anything else? What the hell else do I want to do? Okay. Kagetsu and Hazuki come out to announce their retirements now. This is one of the good things about someone like, all right, Hazuki's going to talk, I guess. Because Kagetsu can't really do it. Ladybeard, Maki, I just made it sad in here. Stardom might still announce something for WrestleMania weekend. That'd be interesting. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe that's what I should save for, the idea that that's going to happen. Also, I'd imagine they haven't said anything, but I'm imagining they'll do the meet and greets after the Tokyo Joshi Pro show. I imagine they do very similar to what they do in Japan, but I could be wrong. Entertainment, and yeah, she can talk. So entertainment, and yeah, I guess why not? A live photo book shoot. Oh my god. I didn't make the joke on stream. I was like, that's right. I think I made the joke in just a voice chat that if I'm going to the show, I need to. Oh yeah, that was Jack had made the joke that I should ask DDT English Twitter the question, because I made the joke that I wanted to figure out how to say I wanted to figure out how to say I want to blow raspberries on your tummy in Japanese. That is, of course, if the Bakuretsu sisters show up. So yeah, let's see. Oedo Tai out for promo. Interrupted. You know, it's a time like this that I'm kind of glad certain people who are normally in my chat aren't here, because I know I'd be chastised for that. Like, yep, I always knew you were like this. You'll have me there to apologize for you. Just make an ass out of myself. I think I liked it better when you said, like, instead of just being thick with Yuki and Noka, to just be thick Yuki and Nodoka. Like, we just cosplay as them. I'll have to go dig out my my steampunk goggles, and I'll go buy some belts and some booty shorts, and we'll cosplay as them. Oh, so you got to ask about squeezing my hog. Oh, I forgot about that too. That was something I was going to put on Twitter, and I didn't, because I felt like it wouldn't be the greatest. That's right. I was going to put on Twitter how to say squeezing my hog in Japanese. Oh, Lord. Oh, do you know how many awful things Maki Ito will probably learn when she's in America during that time? How many, people who just know the Twitter game just be like, let me teach you awful phrase. Real Hero Guys had you restrained. I'll be browsing a Google Drive right now. Oh, I'm laughing because it's sad. Interrupted by... Okay, I really need to get this done. Interrupted by idle fight. No one cares now that Suzuki is gone. Okay. Yeah, neutral. I wonder if I have enough. There we go. Causing brawl. I'll just leave it like that. Screw it. Why not? Ladybeard won't get involved, though. There we go. All right. Put this here, I guess. No, this should really go. This should really go over here. We should really get Heyman to help warm up the crowd again after that. Goldberg to inspire Ito beforehand and where she works, squeezing your hogs into an English promo. I had assumed that she already knew what cuck was when we were in Tokyo. If I knew that she didn't know what cuck was, I would have gladly said something to her at the Tokyo Joshi Pro show, because it was literally only like 4 days after that show that she talked about learning cuck. I was like, fuck, I could have taught that easily. No, not analysis, history. I think I've mostly hit on everything. I guess Dash should be. Dash wasn't out there with them. That's probably an idea I should probably put out there. That's why. Yeah, we'll do that. And she already knows smegma. Yes, she does. She already knows smegma. There we go. I feel like there's still... Okay, is there something else I'm missing on the... I've been to Ybor before. I have not. Yeah, that's going to be new, but I'll figure it out. See, there's... Like, I'm looking at 3 very necessary to be on the show people. I've been through Tampa, but I've not spent really any significant time in Tampa. Also, I'm probably, if I'm, when I stay there, I'm almost certainly just going to be staying in Lakeland and just drive out to Tampa during the day. What we did in 2009. Have a dance competition. There's a couple long historic drags in between ghettos. Fantastic. You know what? That's kind of how Camping World Stadium is the same thing. It's just a massive fucking stadium right next to the fucking ghettos. It's the same shit. Oh, God. Let's see here. We got to do something with Sadistic Tales. That has to happen. Let's do James Mitchell, Mio Shirai, Kana, Izumi. Sadistic Tales watching on TV. See what EO has done. Now prepare for war. There we go. We'll do that. I guess minor successes there. That's how we're going to end it. Burning Hammer, followed by Sadistic Tales going, oh, shit. Oh, no, we're going to die if we don't deal with that. Kyrie. Oh, God, we need a Kyrie thing. What the fuck is Kyrie going to do? She's just kind of there right now. Oh, you know what? Here. Yeah. Because I think we've been used to doing that, so... Yeah, we'll just work with that. There we go. Kyrie vignette showing her training at Angle's gym for her upcoming title match. There we go. And we'll throw that, I guess right there is fine. All right, Jesus Christ. I think we're done. That only took way too long. So much sidetracking. All right, let's do this. Jesus. 12,401 people. I can't remember if that's a sellout or not. Who cares? It's time for Breakout. We open it up with Pomp and Circumstance coming out. And they come out dragging Cassidy and Jess behind them. And degrading them as they get into the ring, force them to open up the ropes for them. As Princess Kimberly has a match tonight, and it's a wow, actually, damn, for fractured cheekbone. Fuck me. All right, well, there's a nice little injury right there. All right, so Princess Kimberly defeats Momo in 10:08. Momo Watanabe coming up from Ignition and actually puts up a bigger fight than Princess Kimberly planned on. However, after forcing distraction by Cassidy and Jess, ends up getting a handful of tights on Momo and gets the win. As Princess Kimberly comes away with the win, but a fractured cheekbone. Honestly, pretty nice with a 72 for both of them there. I've had much worse, I think. We'll see how that fits into that. If nothing else, we just put a face mask on her. Oh my God! Can I see? I'm wondering now how I'm gonna Photoshop a face mask onto Princess Kimberly's face. Also, that could really work into the story. So Princess Kimberly, Pomp and Circumstance force Cassidy and Jess into the ring, degrade them more as they look to put a little bit more punishment on Momo. All of a sudden, the lights go out, come back on, and who we see but Lufisto. We haven't seen her in several weeks. We haven't seen her in several weeks since the breakup of the Justice Legion. She shows back up. She's got a weapon in her hand, and that immediately scares off Pomp and Circumstance. Kangaroo Cassidy and Kangaroo Jess are still standing there, but Lufisto kind of motions that they should go with them, and there you go. They aren't sure what to do, but Lufisto is ready to get a beatdown on Kimberly. Oedo Tai coming out does better than I thought, but so all three members of Oedo Tai coming out. They're coming out for a promo to discuss their future as well as the women's title match coming up. They get interrupted by Idol Fight of all people, and they talked about last week how they're trying to get a performance in on one of the shows during the weekend. Lady Beard runs his mouth, saying that with Suzuki gone, no one really cares about Oedo Tai anymore. They sort of care about Dash because she's the women's champ, but realistically, no one really cares. And this sets her off and starts up a brawl, as he's clearly said too much. And eventually security comes and separates them, and that is it for them. Paul Heyman is backstage just outside the Heyman International locker room where supposedly Io and Mayu and Miyu would be. And they can't get an interview with any of them. However, Paul Heyman does say that he's been working with Io the last few weeks. And they should really pay attention to Io's match tonight and what might happen, because they might be in for a few surprises, or at least one big surprise. So, a bit of teasing by Heyman as we get to the next bit. Sean Spears coming out with his client Davina Rose, as he talks about last night debuting a client on Adrenaline. And talks about Davina Rose being the next High Spirits champ, how she's already proven herself to be a commodity on Breakout here. And seeing how crazed Miyu Yamashita has gotten over the last several weeks, and he says Davina Rose is one of the people who can get through Miyu Yamashita if need be to become the High Spirits champ. And with that, we actually get Miyu Yamashita versus Davina Rose. An okay match. Didn't seem to click. I really figured that was going to happen. Neither one of them did amazingly. Still got a 60. But after all that, Davina Rose not able to put away Miyu. In fact, Miyu gets a hold of Davina, curb stomps her, and then gets the win. And after this match, Mick Foley comes out as he doesn't want any more fighting to happen between them, but he also says that he wants Kaho Kobayashi and the High Spirits champion Nicole Matthews to come out. And he says that with all the fighting and brawling and everything, he wants this to be done, so he wants this to be officially settled. Where is it? Oh, I never made it not dormant. He wants this officially settled at Infamous 50. And it will be... Oh, I gotta find it now. Elimination. A 4 corners elimination match. So we will get Nicole Matthews, the High Spirits champion, defending her title. I gotta remember everybody. Miyu Yamashita, Davina Rose, and oh my goodness, and Kaho Kobayashi. So there you go. Four corner elimination match. Whoops. Oh, God. There's not enough space. Hang on. Matthews versus Yamashita. Oh, my goodness. Versus Rose. Yeah, there we go. All right. Spirits. There we go. All right. We're able to fit it all in there. Perfect. And then we get the Reinas coming out for a match, but that is immediately cut off as they will not be able to compete tonight because Ashley Flair and Candice LeRae, as they're coming down the ramp, end up ambushing them from behind, beating them down, throwing them into the guardrails. And now that they've been thoroughly beaten down, security comes out to separate them and force Flair and Candice to the back as they now need to check on the Reinas. And no match there between them. So we immediately go to Brittany Knight and Becky Knox backstage as they talk about how they'd split up just a couple of months ago, but it seems obvious that even though Ashley Flair seems to have gone her own way, that there just didn't seem to be able to stay apart with one another as they're once again teaming up. And they're thinking that now that they've had a little bit of time away from each other, a little bit of time to grow individually, even though it wasn't very long, now is the perfect time for them to come back together and show them as a stronger team. And with that, they face Shimmer and Shine. Good Wrestling didn't have much heat, but they did manage to get the win after Becky Knox locks in the Disarm Her on Madison Eagles and forces her to tap out. And the Revolution end up getting a win, their first win in quite a while. And as they celebrate, all three members of Leva Corp sneak into the ring, or at least Courtney Rush and Athena sneak into the ring, ambush them from behind, start stomping away at them. Leva Bates, with a microphone in her hand, just sort of walks down to the ring, gets in, and mocks them for thinking that they were going to, this little team up and friendship was going to get the better of them. And she doesn't care at all for the supposed reunion tour that they are having, as she plans to put them right back in their place and put them in the place that they have been put in a couple times over. So Leva Bates very eager to make sure that they stay as far down as she needs them to be. We get a short vignette of Kairi Hojo in Kurt Angle's gym, doing some sparring and bags and everything else in between to properly train herself for her championship match at Anniversary 5 against Dash Chisako. And speaking of training, Paul Heyman coming out with Io Shirai. He had talked earlier about some of the training that Io had gone through. He introduces Io and tells everyone that that they are very welcome, that he was able to negotiate Io Shirai having a one-on-one a one-on-one match on TV, which has not happened in quite some time, as he has Mayu Iwatani stand by and watch as Io has her first one-on-one match on Breakout here in several months. As she faces Hikaru Shida in a great match. Jesus, 89. Either way, it was actually a great back and forth match between them, but Io finally gets the better of her in the main event, hits the moonsault press on Hikaru Shida, and it gets the pin. But it is afterwards that Paul Heyman gets on the mic, and Mayu slides in to pick up Hikaru Shida and position her, as Io Shirai sort of taunts the crowd a little bit, as Heyman warns Sadistic Tales that Io and Mayu are more powerful than they've ever been, and that warning them that this is what they can look forward to in their future at Anniversary 5. And with that, Io Shirai gets behind Hikaru Shida, picks her up on her shoulders, and hits her with a brutal burning hammer, the likes of which we haven't seen in a while, but drops her down, and Shida is not moving. It's at this point that referees come down to the ring to tend to Hikaru Shida, as they seem to be getting a stretcher ready to perhaps take her away. Then we go. We pan back. We pan back, and we see that Sadistic Tales are watching this on TV, happening in front of them, and they see what Io has done, and a wave of fear has sort of come over at least Mio, and a fair bit of concern on Kana and Azumi's face, as they see what they truly have to deal with here in just a few weeks. And now they know that they need to prepare themselves fully for war. And that will be the show. 91. Jesus. Does extremely well. I will take it. 91 for a show that had a lot of questionable matches with questionable potential match quality. It turned out A-okay in the end, so I'll accept that. Also, a lot of distractions. A lot of talking about a bunch of other random things. No, I'll just see if there's anything. Doesn't really look at it. Oh. It's weird the NWA is doing shows on here. Oh, new champion in NWA. World Women's Champion Christina Von Eerie. I actually see that being a real... I don't know if Christina Von Eerie's still wrestling. I don't know. I think David left. He would be the one to know. Kyoko Kimura is retiring. I didn't realize she was still a active wrestler in this. I guess it makes sense. This is like, what, 2015, 2016 maybe? All right. Riho's joined us. All right, so let's take a look and see what... First off, Riho is going to be working down there. We don't really need her right now. Send her to ignition. Or back to ignition, I guess. And let's go to medical to see 21 days. So she'll be healed up by anniversary weekend. That's fine. I can put her in a mask for a few weeks. And she can be distraught over that. Either way. It's a good amount of money that we've made. Of course, a good chunk of it's about to go away to taxes because of how much money we made. Let me get to... I was going to say, is there something... Where's my... I always got to remember my broadcaster. There we go. Should I work with that? Canada? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put a little bit of coverage in Canada. And I think Mexico? No. I think Canada. Canada will be good. There we go. Spend a little bit of money. Because we made a lot. Although I do need to start saving a good chunk of money coming up because I'm probably going to be spending a good chunk of money on anniversary. It's going to be a lot of like excess stuff that will probably hopefully make it like my highest rated show, but we'll see. I got a couple of games aside from my sports stuff that I'm planning on playing. I've been playing a couple of them a little bit just so I have a basic idea of what I'm doing, and also just because it's I feel like some of it is not the maybe not the most stream friendly, like it might be a little more boring than I'd like it to be. And Helico making enemies. More train bullshit hype. I should. I did get oh, you know what? I should. What should I? Where should I? Tony Storm's getting angry, but you know what I should do? Where is that? Roster. Tony Storm. Is it under development then I have to do this? Where's development? There we go. All right, Tony Storm. Instead of improving, she's just going to work there. They don't seem to complain as long as they're just working there. Ho Ho Loon. Yeah, I think most of them are just gonna work down there. I'm pretty much done with the improving overall skills on some of them. Mostly just gonna be there just to work there. When can we do? Yeah. I feel like at this point they improve simply by being there and having matches. See if Monster Hunter works on my computer yet. That's right. I haven't really done much of anything with that. Anything else? Tyler Bates. I think him working down there. His overall skills, by the way, this really, when you have a top level, when you have a good, solid child company, it's amazing how much better he's gotten in like over the course of a year. All right, there we go. Let's just get to Monday. I did actually get PSP versions of. Oh yeah, I did already show that. That's right, Densha to Go and Jet to Go. I don't have to worry too much about the some of the stuff in Jet to Go, because they kind of automate a few things there for you. Yeah, speaking of Monster Hunter type stuff, it's kind of interesting because man, I haven't played much Dauntless in a little while either, but I kind of got into Dauntless for a little bit. Miyako Matsumoto quitting drama. She stormed her way out of Wave. Isn't she like the deathmatch wrestler? Wasn't she the one that just got the shit absolutely kicked out of her recently? JWoww is dead. Ah. Toriano feud with he. Okay, cool. All right, get done with the. Here we go. Yeah, she got the skewer treatment. I was like, Miyako Matsumoto. That sounds so familiar. It's like, didn't I just see her with fucking skewers in her head? Oh boy. Sorry, I was looking at the subreddit, and the first thing I see is Jungle Kiona's dating advice. I can only imagine. Drink like a fish and hope for the best. That's what I'm thinking she'll say. Let's see here. House of Hardcore made a contract offer tonight. Oh, well, you know what? It doesn't really matter to me because actually it does kind of matter because I need him for some of my big matches. And yeah, if he gets hurt at House of Hardcore, then that's pain in my ass. All right, 1 month remaining on that. I'm going to keep those open because I'm going to forget next time. So I'm going to keep that open and not worry about it right now because I think I'm done. That's going to be it for me here. I'll probably have to do something. I don't know if I'm going to do something tomorrow. Maybe Wednesday. I don't know. It really depends. But yeah, the fact that I got a couple of days off now is helpful. And I'll have to do something else. If nothing else, I'll do it earlier in the day. But either way, yeah, it's late for me. Probably just hang out for a little bit off stream before I think about bed. But either way, thank you guys for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. We are 4 weeks out. We've got 3 normal weeks to do, and then an action-packed giant 4th week, which I don't even know if I'm gonna do like just adrenaline and like I don't know if I'm gonna do the TV shows as like one stream and then the actual pay-per-view stuff is another. We'll have to see. I'm really gonna have to start getting a move on some of the promo videos I want to do because I have quite a few ideas. I have so many ideas already like lined up in my head. I just need to actually like get to it. I think that's the issue is getting the willpower to do it. Either way, thank you guys. I greatly appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time.